Monday's Express has the story that perhaps China doesn't want to be best buddies with Russia after all, Diane.
No, well, this is quite interesting. So, Xi has lost patience with Putin. China has pulled the plug on a £380 million deal, which is obviously a massive blow to the Russian economy. So China's state-run Sinopec Group has pulled out of this deal because it's fearful of being targeted with sanctions. Now, this happened after it attended a meeting at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And I can't help feeling like, I like to imagine that Xi Jinping was there and he was like stroking a white cat. And he sort of, because apparently they said, oh, just evaluate your relationship with companies in Russia. And sort of everybody in that meeting went, okay, okay, we now know what the president wants to do. And they all went away because even the China National Petroleum Corp was in there and the China National Offshore Oil Corp. So it's all to do with fossil fuels. And they're sort of now reevaluating their relationship with Russia, which is great. Because everybody's sort of been looking at China, thinking, well, what are you going to do? Because China wasn't necessarily backing Russia, but they were never condemning it.
They've been on the fence, haven't they? In a vote in the UN, they abstained. But does this strike you as the moment at which they're calling time on this conflict? They are picking a side and they're throwing Russia under the bus.
I think they may be. I think there's definitely a bus looming on the horizon and Xi's driving it. And Putin is unaware that he's being edged into the road. I mean, it's all about the fossil fuels that actually fund the Russian war machine. Which could explain why they break down so much. But some people are saying this is down to Joe Biden. Because apparently Joe Biden did call Beijing. So he had an actual phone call with President Xi Jinping, and obviously it's Joe Biden. So the first 10 minutes was like asking him how he can get Netflix on his telly. And then he sort of said, I need to find my slippers. And then once he got his slippers and they actually had a chat, Joe was like, oh yeah, by the way, Xi, there's this thing happening in Russia. So I hope he made a difference. I'm not sure if he did.
I think he probably did, but I was interested to read and hear that the two leaders met in the Beijing ahead of the Winter Olympics and they reaffirmed their commitment to one another. So they had a bromance going on and then something happened. I don't know if it was Biden, maybe it was Biden and the bromance kind of split. Maybe it's now Biden and China and I love the way you say Xi Jinping.
Practicing it all afternoon.
Well, Biden did say, I made no threats, but I made it clear to him. I said, you help Russia, I'm taking off my belt. What? No, he didn't.
By the way, you sound exactly like Joe Biden, but 10 years ago when he
when he had some speed.
Yeah, when he did sentences.